Assalamu alaikum. This is the first video on verbs in Arabic and English. Mainly it's in English verbs and the same verb in Arabic. I started another series of videos about arithmetic. So I thought I should start another playlist of videos about the verbs. My idea is not to talk about grammar, and if you're learning language, you can learn grammar. Some other sites, they have videos on grammar, but my idea in these videos is to just use the verbs, and through using the verbs I introduce the other stuff. It's a way of seeing how the language is spoken and without going through the grammar, so it's another chance of practice. In the first 5 verbs or 10, I will use the general verbs that we use in everyday life. But then I'm going to focus on the verbs that are used in mathematics, especially in arithmetic. This way, this playlist will be like an aid in the other playlist in the language. So you can switch between them if you find it useful, and I hope it will be beneficial to everybody. هذا الفيديو أول فيديو في السلسلة الجديدة التي بدأتها في الأفعال في اللغة الإنجليزية. والفكرة تبعتي أن لا أركز على القواعد. هناك مواقع كثيرة تعلم القواعد، ولكن الفكرة تعتمد على فقط التحدث عن فعل في كل فيديو واستعماله بطرق مختلفة. فأظن أن هذا سيزيد إلى أو يوفر الفرصة لممارسة اللغة أو مشاهدتها كتابة وقراءة وسماعا. ابتدأت بسلسلة أخرى في الحساب، والهدف من هذه السلسلة أنني في أول 5 أو 10 أفعال سأركز على الأفعال العامة التي تستعمل في كل يوم، ولكن بعد ذلك ربما 10 أفعال تختص بالحساب، فتكون هذه السلسلة داعمة لتلك. ثم بعد ذلك أكمل حسب ما يتيسر لنا إن شاء الله في بقية الأفعال. الآن الفكرة أن تركز على فقط السماع والمشاهدة. أعتقد أنك إذا ركزت على السماع والمشاهدة فقط حتى تفهم ما يقال ثم تحلله في عقلك ماذا ترى، تستطيع إيقاف الفيديو ومحاولة وصل المعاني مع بعضها البعض، وتكراري للجملة مع عدة ضمائر، الجمع والمخاطب والمتكلم وهكذا. ثم بعد ذلك إذا استمعت لها مرة أو مرتين تستطيع البدء في ترديد الكلام، لأني أعتقد أن إذا بدأت بترديد الكلام بدون أن تفهم فهم تام قد يرغم الدماغ على فعل شيء ليس طبيعي ويصبح الأمر ممل. فأنصح فقط بالمشاهدة والسماع وبراحة، ثم المشاهدة مرة ثانية في أي وقت تكون فيه مرتاح تشاهدها مرة ثانية، مرة أو مرتين أو 3 حسب ما تحتاج، ثم تبدأ بالترديد حسب ما تسمع. تستطيع إيقاف الفيديو، ترديد، ثم مقارنة مع ما تسمعه وهكذا. كما قلت لن أركز على القواعد كثيرا، فقط ما يلزم. سأبدأ بفعل الفعل الذي لا يستعمل عادة باللغة العربية، وهو to be الوجود أن يوجد. مثيله في اللغة العربية هو كان، فنقول إذا أردت استعمال فعل مضارع يأكل أقول أو في البارحة في وقت معين في الماضي فأقول كان يأكل. كان في اللغة هو فعل ناقص، يقال له فعل ناقص. فمتى نستعمله؟ عندما نريد أن نبين الوقت الذي تم فيه فعل آخر. فكما تسمى في اللغة الإنجليزية أفعال to be أفعال مساعدة، أعتقد أنها مشابهة لكان. فالماضي من الفعل to be من تفرعاته حسب الضمير is are، والماضي من is was. في العربية نستعمل كان بدل was، لكن في العربية لا يوجد كلمة في الحاضر تشير إلى الحاضر، فلا يوجد مثيل is. قد تكون إني قريبة عليها ولكن ليس بنفس الطريقة، لأننا نستطيع القول أأكل بدون أن أقول إني أأكل. فباللغة الإنجليزية ستكون غريبة أن تقول تستطيع أن تقول أني أأكل في الحاضر، ولكن لا تستطيع، يجب أن تقول I am. دائما هذا الفعل كأنه يكمل للفعل الذي يليه. فهذه الفكرة عن هذا الفعل. لذا أريد أن أبدأ بهذا الفعل لأنه مهم جدا، دائما يشارك أفعال ثانية، ثم أزيد الأفعال واحد واحد. نبدأ الآن إن شاء الله. أبدأ بالإنجليزية ثم العربية. Now we start with the pronouns. In Arabic there is nothing like is, am, are in the present tense. These are usually used in the present to say I am doing something. But the past, if you say the past of is was, in Arabic it's can. If you say can, that means was. So if you want to say I was traveling, you would say in Arabic كنت مسافرا. Another form of can. أو إذا قلت he was, you say كان هو كان يأكل. He was eating, تقول كان يأكل. The pronoun is implied in the word يأكل with the ya, and can is like was. So this should be noted. So this way you don't try to match what you hear in English exactly with the Arabic, even though there is like traces for it in the past, in the future. As I said, I'm not going to focus on the grammar. So I'm just going to provide, you can find other sites that teach specifically the grammar, but the reason I just want to provide a chance to see the verbs and used with the pronouns. First, simple sentences, then try to increase more articles of speech or words into the sentence. As I said, the first 5-10 will be general verbs that are used every day. Then I'm going to focus on verbs used in arithmetic. This way, this series or this playlist will be like an aid to the other list I have on my channel on arithmetic. But after that, as often as I can, I'll add more verbs. So hopefully it will be useful. So now we start with the pronouns. I'm not going to go through the possessive pronouns like his, her, mine, but I'm going to just keep it with the first pronoun, the simple ones. And as I said, in the future we can increase the difficulty or the size of the sentences. So we can start now with the pronouns. This now pronoun here is I, with the first. This is the first person singular I. The speaker. If you are speaking, you say I. Indicates you, that you are talking. You say I do this, or I say that. It's I, the first person singular. في العربي أنا. I يعني أنا. I is أنا. This is the capital letter, how it's written, I, and this is a small letter, I. First, I'll go through how they are pronounced in Arabic and they're spelled, each one of them. Then I will go over them together. So that's how you write أنا. I is أنا in Arabic. So it's this called Hamza. If you have this small like a small S on top of the an alif, called an alif, that's called a Hamza. This is an An. I spelled them out here. Alif, Hamza, sorry, Noon. These are the names of the letters, and this is Alif. You see, this is an Alif with a small S on top of it. You call it. It's called Hamza. This is how it's written. It's a script form. So this is Ana, Ana, I, Ana, Ana. The second one is you. This is the person you're directing your speech at. So if you're talking to someone, you ask them to do something, you say you. You. Y, O, U. These are the names of the letters. The way you pronounce them. You. This yeah, Y becomes yeah, you. This is capital letter, small letter. This is also Y, O, U. In Arabic, it's anta. You add this ta to ana. So when you add this ta, that means it's you. You're the person you're directing your talk to, or you're speaking to. So you see, this is a Hamza, this is an N, this is a Ta. The way you call these letters separately, Hamza, Noon, Ta. When you pronounce it and you write it script form like this, it's Anta, you, Anta. We'll get more practice when I repeat the sentences. So now this one is he. This is the third person singular. الضمير الثالث حاضر أو غائب، الشخص الثالث هو في العربي. So he, H, that's the name of the letter, E. He. This is capital letter، أحرف كبيرة، هكذا تكتب أحرف كبيرة. في الأحرف الصغيرة تكتب هكذا، ها، إي. he. اسم الحرف H, E، ولكن الطريقة التي يلفظ بها الحرف he، ها، إي. he. In Arabic, it's هو. In Arabic, it's هو. This first letter is ha. This second is wa. The names of these letters is ha and waw. This ha here, you will see it on some keyboards. It's written, but sometimes you see it like this. But when it's in script form, it takes this shape. You go like this. It's like a small circle within a bigger one. And wa. It's pronounced huwa. That's a pronoun for the third person singular or singular. Huwa. He, huwa. This is the feminine. In English, you don't have many feminine or masculine, but in the pronouns you have he and she. So this is for a feminine third person singular. So it's she. This is an S an H, an E. This is capital letter. So the way you pronounce it, she, she. This is small letter, S, H, E, she, she. In Arabic, it's here. The ha in the first here, then E, the ya. The name of the letter is ya. So this here is the ha, this is the ya. This is also called tied ta or ta marbuta. The way I wrote this, because that I think that's how they have them on keyboards. I don't know if they have a different form, but this is one of the forms. Here. So she, third person singular. الشخص الثالث مفرد. he شخص ثالث مفرد مذكر. she الشخص الثالث مفرد مؤنث. she مؤنث مفرد ثالث. عندما تخاطب المؤنث you، لا تمييز بين المذكر والمؤنث. you هو يخاطب المؤنث والمذكر كما سنرى في الأمثلة. So she is here. Here is third person feminine singular. Here. Now it is for inanimate objects. So it in English is not, you don't have something like it in Arabic. So in Arabic it's either feminine or masculine. There is no third letter for or a pronoun for the, you can say a thing, but you end up having to say whether it's a feminine name or a masculine name. So you don't have a pronoun in Arabic that equals it. So you say في العربي ما في حرف، لا يوجد حرف كالإت. الإت في الإنجليزية تستعمل للأشياء للجمادات والأطفال والحيوانات. لا تستعمل it is used for animals and children too in English. So I misspoke when I said inanimate, but yeah, you use it for inanimate objects and animals and children, but you don't use it for people. Well, some people, of course, they use it when they talk to their pets, or it's like you can do that loosely. So, but this is what usually it was used for and is used now. So don't expect to be people to follow it like all the time. لا تتوقع أن الناس تستعمل هذا دائما، لأن هناك من يستعمل المؤنث والمذكر مع الحيوانات أو مع الأغراض. لكن عموما الإت تستعمل للجمادات، الحيوانات والأطفال. This is capital letter I T. Small letter I T. In Arabic you use these. هو for masculine, third person singular masculine, and here third person singular feminine. So you don't have something like it. So if you want to say the car, it's feminine. So I draw, you say the pronoun you add to the car is a feminine pronoun, just like you add to a person. Or if you buy something, you have to give it either a feminine or a masculine, depending on what the object is, has a feminine name or a masculine name. So if you say the sun rose, in English you don't have to worry about feminine or masculine, but in Arabic this affects how the verb is pronounced. So the sun is a feminine name in Arabic, so you say the sun rose. You say طلعت الشمس. طلعت الشمس. It's a feminine. The moon is masculine, so you say the moon rose. In Arabic you say طلع without that t. So that should be noted about it. And هو and هي. هو for masculine, هي for feminine, and that's for a singular form. Of course, this is also how that's the ha, wa for huwa, and this is the ha, e for hiya. As I said, this ha, you could see it as, you can see it like this, ha, by itself, but that's how it's written in the script form. But you can also see it on some keyboards like this, just like the ta. The tied t. Now we move to the plurals. ننتقل الآن للجمع. We, this is we in capital letters. This is a W, this is an E. The way you pronounce it, w, e, we. This is small letter, W here, E there, we. In Arabic, it means نحن. N is here, ha, this is the name of the letter ha, and noon. So you have noon, ha, noon, نحن. This is in classical Arabic. So in the street or in the store or in the everyday language, you would hear say إحنا. That's one of the ways. But if you say نحن, everyone will understand. So نحن is like the classical Arabic. نحن. You also, this is used for singular, second person singular, so and plural. So if you have a group, you're talking to a group of people, you say you. This is a Y, O, U. This is capital letter. This is Y, O, U, small letter. هذه اليو في الأحرف الكبيرة. Y, O, U. تستعمل إذا كنت تخاطب مفرد، الشخص الثاني الذي تخاطبه مفرد، تقول يو. إذا كان جمع، مجموعة من الناس، تقول يو أيضا. فللجمع والمفرد المخاطب تستعمل كلمة يو. ليس هناك كالعربي أنتم وأنت، تختلف، يختلف مع حسب المجموع، العدد الذي تخاطبه. إذا كانوا اثنان بالعربي تقول أنتما، أو تقول أنتم. الآن بالعامية نقول أنتم دائما، ولكن هذا في اللغة هكذا تستعمل. In Arabic, you for plural, for singular, second person singular is أنت. In plural, you just add the M here. So you say أنتم. If you're talking to more than one person, you say أنتم. So this is a Hamza, a. That's how it's pronounced, a. This is a noon, the name of the letter noon. The way you pronounce it, N. This is a ta. أنتم. This is how it's spelled out here. You will never see it written like this. It's always in the script form. But this is just to help you understand what these are separately, then they are connected. A, the Hamza, the Noon, the Ta, the Mim. This M, the name of the letter is Mim. So when you write them together and you pronounce it, Antum. You for plural, you, Antum. This is capital letter they. T, H, E, Y. This is the third person plural. So هذا جمع للأشخاص، الشخص الثالث جمعا. فكانت إذا كانت جماعة التي تتحدث عنها بالعربية تقول هم، بالإنجليزي تقول they إذا كانت جماعة. إذا كانت فرد تقول he. إذا كانت فرد مؤنث تقول she. إذا كانت جماعة لا فرق بين المؤنث والمذكر، كله تقول they. دائما تقول they للجماعة الثالثة مكان هم. عندما تقول هم تقول they ولا يوجد مؤنث أو مذكر. This is small letter T H E Y. The way it's pronounced is they. The TH together becomes like a they. In Arabic, third person plural is hum. Third person singular is huwa. Third person singular is hiya. Third person plural is hum. You add this am here, just like you added the am in anta for the plural. Same thing, you replace the u or the ya with the am, that becomes they. Hum. That's how it's pronounced. It's the ha and the meme. Ha and meme. The way you pronounce them when they're written, hum, ha, hum. So I think this is enough about the pronouns. So I'm just going to start with the verbs. And as I said, just by listening and watching, I suggest you do not repeat. Just try to watch and listen, and let your mind be comfortable in making the connection between the letters you see and the language. So if you watch, I wrote them like the Arabic underneath the English, so you can make the connection. So just be comfortable with that until you could watch it once or twice, as many as you need. Then you start repeating. This way, when you say the word, hopefully you will be able to just see the images in your head, like what the names are. And because this is a video, you can pause it, repeat it, replay it. This way you don't have to strain your mind trying to repeat. It gets tiresome after a while. So I think using this tool, this video, this way, it's better. You just do it a couple of times, then you start repeating after you're comfortable with understanding what you see and hear. Okay, هذا الفعل, the verb to be. To be بالعربي is يكون. تقول بالآية تقول كن فيكون. الوجود، أن يوجد الشيء. فالوجود هذا الاسم المصدر تبعه to be. لا يوجد هناك أفعال ثانية تقول فعل عندما تذكر المصدر يقول to be, to take, to do, something like this, just to indicate you are talking about the origin of the word you are discussing. So to be is exist, and in the different types of this form to be, of this verb, is indicates the time. If something existed in the past, something is going to exist in the future, and things like this. So the first name is the verb is to be. Here this is al-fa'l. Al-fa'l is Arabic for verb. So when you say al-fa'l, al is like the in English. It's in Arabic it's called al-ta'rif. It's the al that identifies something. So when you say fa'l, that's verb. Exact translation for verb is fa'l. When you say al-fa'l, L, that means it's the verb. Just like I wrote it up here. The verb to be. So this here between the two parentheses is the verb. الفعل to be, this to be. هذا هو الفعل be. To be هذا أحد الخاصيات التي قلت عنها في اللغة الإنجليزية. هناك أحرف تصل الكلمات ببعضها البعض، فهكذا تفهم أن عندما تكون هناك to يدلك على أن هذا الفعل الأصلي أو المصدر لبقية الأفعال. الوجود. This is I'm describing with this word الوجود what to mean exist. الوجود in Arab, this is exact word for existence. Without this L, it's وجود, existence. So if you say الوجود, it's like in general, it's the existence. You say the existence, or just like identifying the name. But it's if you can say وجود الشيء without this L, in Arabic will be perfect. We just say وجود الشيء without saying the L. But if you were going to talk about just like the verb, like here I'm talking now, you say الوجود just to make that distinction. الوجود, the existence. So that's a way to understand it. This is not too important, so just to understand that this is the way the word for verb is فعل, فعل. You can look at the first videos on arithmetic. I went for length on the how to write the letters when I was explaining the numbers. You can look up that, or you can look it up somewhere, because I will stop writing the letters separately for time constraints and just not to make the videos long. They're already long enough. So now I'll start with the different way we use the verb be. فعل to be, this فعل to be الوجود، أن يوجد الشيء. فهناك كثير من التغيرات في الفعل، فتقول الماضي been، أو إذا كنت تتحدث عن شيء will be في المستقبل سيكون. In Arabic, if you say was, you say can. If you say will be, you say سيكون. يكون is the present tense of be, so it's like being. But if you say it in the future in English, you say will be. In Arabic, you say سيكون. يكون is the present. Can is the past. But as I said, in English, you have different forms that you don't have in Arabic. So now we see that in these sentences. الآن نستعمل الفعل في جمل. أعيد الجملة بضع مرات، ومع كل مرة مع ضمير مختلف، حتى ننهي جميع الضمائر التي ذكرتها في هذا الفيديو، في أول الفيديو. I am at home. I am at home. I am at home. Now this I am is spelled together closer than I just, but the way I pronounce it is to make it distinct. It will be distinct for you to recognize how you pronounce it. But it's usually when you say it, it's I am at home. I am. But these are two separate words. It's I am at home. عندما تستعمل كلمة أنا في الإنجليزية تستعمل كلمة am. في الإنجليزية يسمونها أفعال مساعدة. So at means موجود في، تشير إلى المكان. But am is one of the way the to be is changed. You use it with I. You only use it with I. This am here, you only use it with I. So at indicates the place. I'm not gonna go to how these are used. You can look it up if you want on the internet, but I'm just gonna use the sentences as they are, with not talk too much about grammar. Hopefully, don't have to, or I try not to talk too much about grammar. So I am at home. am لا تستعمل إلا مع I. فكلمة I دائما تقول am. إذا كنت ستقول أنك موجود في البيت، تقول I am. هاي الام من الفعل الوجود be to be، لكن لاحظ أنها تختلف تماما عن الكلمة. في العربي تقول أنا في البيت. In Arabic you say أنا I في in البيت the house or the house. So that's the difference. In English you cannot say I at home. You have to use this form of to be to indicate. This form is in the present tense, so you say I am at home. In Arabic you don't have that in the present tense. في العربية لا يوجد في الحاضر مماثل لآم، لأننا نقول مباشرة أنا في البيت، ولكن إذا كان الوقت في الماضي تقول كنت في البيت، وهذا هو فعل الوجود to be. في الإنجليزي إذا كنت في الماضي تقول I was. So let's say these sentences few times. And as I said, in Arabic this is the word for I, أنا. في is in. It's not like at in English. In English you have at or in. At means like in general. You're not indicating exactly where in the home you are. You're just saying at home. In Arabic, this fi is equal to in, but also it's understood it could be like in general. It doesn't have to mean you're inside. It could be at the if you say I'm at home, you could be in the backyard, in the vicinity of the house. So أنا في in, as I said, if you want to say, like, emphasize that you're inside, you have to say inside. داخل. In Arabic the word for inside is داخل. So you'd say أنا في داخل البيت. So this is the difference between في and at. هذا الفرق بين في وآت. آت في اللغة الإنجليزية عندما تستعملها لا تدل على أنك أنت تقول أنا في البيت، لكن لا تحدد أنت داخل البيت أو خارج، ولكن في حوالين البيت، في منطقة البيت، في الحديقة، في البلكونة، لا تحدد. وعندما تستعملها في مواضع أخرى تكون تستعمل بطرق مختلفة. إذا كنت تريد أن تقول أنك داخل البيت وتريد أن تنبه إلى هذا تقول in the house. So, but for now, for this sentence, that's how if someone asks you, إذا ناس سألك أين أنت، تقول أنا I am at home. Meaning يعني أنت في البيت، ولكن لا تحدد أين أنت في البيت. This في, as I said, indicates that you are at home or in home. It doesn't. If you want to say inside, you say داخل. البيت is home. Another word you would hear المنزل. Just like you have house and home, same thing in Arabic you have منزل or بيت. Usually you say أنا في البيت, that means I'm at home. So let me repeat this. I am at home. I am at home. I am at home. أنا في البيت. Now I'm gonna try to go through these faster. This video is becoming long already. So I think you can always rewind and listen for anything I was able to discuss on each verb, so on each noun. But my suggestion is just listen to these sentences and compare them to the other language. If you're however, like if you know the Arabic and you want to learn the English, or you know the English and you want to learn the Arabic, is just like listen and you can repeat it again. Don't go about trying to memorize stuff. As I said, if you're comfortable, things will just develop by themselves. Just if you're able to keep attention, and stay focused, I think you don't have to strain yourself trying to memorize stuff. Of course, the pronouns, like the bases, these should be memorized. But as I said, with these examples, probably just you will be able to recognize them after a while. Let's continue now with these sentences. You are at home. You, in this case, it's أنت, the second person singular, and it's masculine. So I should mention this, that you have, if it's a feminine, you say أنتِ. We have this sign. It's like a tilted one, a small one at the end of words. The way you pronounce this is I. So if you put it here, it become actually with أنتِ. If you're like talking to a woman, you say أنتِ. You write it like this, and or with the ya, I, أنتِ. It will be better to put the ya, this E here. So this way, let me write it as أنتِ. See, sometimes it's not written as with an E. Sometimes it's written with this kasra, called kasra, or the break. It's أنتِ, E, أنتِ. You would see this kasra as أين ذهبتِ. You don't see if you add the T to ذهب, which means the verb for go. If you say ذهبتِ, you will not see an E at the end. You will see a kasra. So this ta would just a kasra. And sometimes you don't have that. This break here, this punctuation mark. So if this is the distinction we should make. This is أنت for masculine, أنتِ for a feminine. في الانجليزي you, this is هذا for الشخص الثاني المخاطب. you لا فرق مذكر أو مؤنث. you للمؤنث والمذكر تقول you. في العربي تقول أنت إذا كان مذكر، وأنتِ إذا كان مؤنث. إذا كنت تتحدث إلى امرأة تقول أنتِ. وإذا كنت كما في الأفعال، عندما تقول ذهب أو تقول ذهبت، ta is open. In the masculine, ta is opened. It's a. You have the sign on top like this. This is called fatha, and this is called kasra. Fatha means you open the ta. You say ta. Anta, that's for masculine. Anti, that's for feminine. Of course, when you put the E, that's more pronounced, and that's in a different, when the pronoun is used in a different position in the sentence. So I just wanted to note that. So this is what you're listening for when you're talking. If you're talking to a woman or Yeah, if you're talking to a woman or a girl, you say أنتِ. If you're talking to a boy or a man, you say أنت. You only ت for masculine and I for feminine. So you are. This are is with you. I takes am. Only I takes am. And you takes are. So this are from the verb to be. كلمة الآر من فعل to be الوجود، ولكن هذا شكل آخر يأخذ الفعل to be أو الوجود. هذا هو الآر، وهذه أيضا في الحاضر. في العربي لا نقولها، نقول مباشرة أنت في البيت. في الإنجليزي يجب أن تستعمل هذه الآر، تسمى أفعال مساعدة أو أفعال واصلة، تصل الكلمات مع بعضها البعض. فهذا هكذا تطورت اللغة، فهكذا تستعمل الآر مع يو. You are at home. You are at home. So that's how you pronounce. هكذا تلفظ. This are is from the verb to be. That's another form, and it's used with you. In Arabic, as I said, in the present tense, you don't have anything like the are. You have it in the past tense. So in English, you say you were. In Arabic, you say kunta. This again, can for the third person masculine. كانت for the third person feminine in the past. If you're the second person singular, you say kunta. The can becomes kunta. That's in the past. In the present, you don't have to say, you just say anta, and it will be understood as it's in the present. So you are at home. You are at home. أنت you في in أو at in this context البيت home. Again, try to always recognize this L. This is the. See, in here I didn't have to use it, but if I was saying you are at the house, you can say it. But usually when you're saying the home, you say at home. So that's a distinction. You can say it in English, you are at home. In Arabic, you say al-bayt. You put the article the. This L is the. Al. Bayt is house. Bayt. So أنت في البيت. When you have this letter N, you put this L there. أنت في البيت. أنت في البيت. You are at home. أنت في البيت. Okay, now we come to he is. You see, this is another transformation of the verb to be. Is. So is with the third person, with the masculine in English, is. And the feminine also is, and it, as I said, for the third pronoun for the inanimate objects, animals, children, also goes is. في العربي كما قلت فعل الموجود، كأنك تقول هو موجود في، أو فهذا فعل مكمل. هذا تحول لفعل الوجود بي، أحد التغيرات التي تطرأ على فعل بي عندما تستعمله المفرد، سواء كان مؤنث أو مذكر في الإنجليزي. فتقول he is at home. He is at home. HOME home. He is at home. In Arabic it's huwa. Huwa is he. This is هو, he, هو. في, in, or at. In this context, you could have it would mean at the house, or it could mean around the house, as long as you understand he's within the area of the house. If he wanted to indicate that he's inside, he would have to say داخل. أنا في هو, you say هو في داخل البيت. He is inside the house. But في means he's just in there, or by the house or inside the house. It could mean anything. So هو, he, في, at or in, البيت, home, home, home. هو في البيت. هو في البيت. He is at home. He is at home. هو في البيت. هو في البيت. She she is, I mean, the third person singular, feminine. She is, also he is also third person. I think I made a mistake there, so it's a third person singular, masculine. She is a third person singular, feminine. Is, you see, it goes with he and she. So she is at home. She is at home. المؤنث المفرد الثالث هي. She is كما قلت أحد تحولات الفعل be to be. at تعني في أو في المكان أو بدون تحديد داخل أو خارج. إلها معاني تأتي مع الممارسة. ستسمع كيف تستخدم اللغة، ولكن هذه إحدى الطرق التي تقول فيها أنك في البيت أو هي في البيت. فتقول she هي is at. لاحظ في العربي نقول فيه، الإز هنا كأنها زائدة، كأنك تقول هي موجودة في البيت، تستعمل الكلمة كاملة. في الإنجليزي is كأنك تقول موجودة، فتستطيع التفكير فيها في هذا السياق كأنها كلمة موجودة في البيت، ولكن هذه تستعمل بطرق أخرى. She is at home. She is at home. Here, that's she. She. Here. Here. في in at البيت. البيت. Notice there is nothing like an is there. If you wanted to have something like is comes from the verb to be. In Arabic it's from existing, الوجود, to exist. So you'd say هي موجودة. موجودة meaning she exists. The word موجود, if there is no ha at the end, that means it's for a masculine. For a feminine, you add the ha, so موجودة. So you say هي موجودة في البيت. She exists in the house, or that would be the closest thing to is. But you don't use it, like we don't usually say that. You just say هي في البيت. She is in the house. Sometimes you do use that if you want to emphasize that she's there now at that moment, or in the past. So that's for emphasis. You can use that. But this is how you would say she is at home. You say هي, she, في, and البيت. Again, recognize this L as the. Al-Bayt is the name, a home, or house. Or another word you hear from manzil. But for now, we use the Bayt. So هي في البيت. هي في البيت. She is at home. هي في البيت. We are at home. We are at home. Again, this are here is another form of the to be, and it's used with we. So far we have you use are with you and we. And the third case we use it is they. So you say you are, we are, they are. If you say I, you say I am. If you say he, she, and it, you say is. So now we have we. You say we are at home. We are at home. نحن we نحن في البيت. نحن في البيت. نحن here works for both feminine and masculine. So نحن في البيت. In the everyday language you would hear إحنا. You will not hear this نحن, but if you talk to someone in the classical, they will understand and they probably use it with you. So they would say نحن, but you will hear it إحنا في البيت. نحن في البيت. Okay, now the verb, the pronoun they. They are at home. They are at home. They is the third person plural. You do not need to indicate if it's a feminine or it's for feminine and masculine. In Arabic, it's hum. It's hum for masculine. For feminine, it's hunna. But the thing is, this is in a classical Arabic. So if written in a newspaper or on news on TV, you would hear it in the classical Arabic say hum, and if it's a feminine, say hun. And it's indicated on as a suffix of verbs. So if you say they went, in English you say they went. In Arabic you say ذهبوا if it's masculine. If it's feminine you say ذهبن. It's an O for masculine and N for feminine. But in everyday language, in some areas like cities where you have different people from different areas, you can hear it just used as hum for both. Not in the classical language, in a regular everyday language. Some dialects you will hear it, like in Jordan you would hear أعطيتن. It's the N. If you say I gave them, you say if it's a feminine to women you say أعطيتن. If it's for men you say أعطيتهم. The hum become and n. Hun become n. Like it's almost the ha almost disappears. But in other sometimes you don't even have to worry about it. You would hear it said like hum for both men and women. In other countries it will be also the same case, I guess. But I know in the Syrian dialect it's hun أعطيتن. the ha almost always disappears completely. So I would say I gave them. أعطيتن. So you have to like always recognize this, and when it's, but as I said, if you use it, probably will be no problem. So هم في البيت. So again, this هم for masculine. If it's for feminine, هن في البيت. You say هن. Will be like this. Let me get a different color. Will be هن. This N in there. So هم في البيت أو هن في البيت. Again, you might not just hear it used interchangeably, like the same thing. It's not interchangeably, sorry. Hum will always be used for masculine, and so in some areas it's used for both. Hum. So they are at home. They are at home. هم في البيت. هم في البيت. هن في البيت. هن في البيت. If it's feminine. هن في البيت. Another variation of هن. Hen. You'd say hen. You would hear it said hen. So هم في البيت. They are at home. They are at home. هم في البيت. هم في البيت. This here is you, as you say, I noted here, plural. This is you for plural. If the people you're talking to are more than one, you say you. Same as in the second person singular. And it doesn't matter if it's feminine or masculine, just you. You are at home. You are at home. Again, this is for plural. كلمة you هنا للجمع، تستعمل للفرد المخاطب أو للجماعة المخاطبة. فإذا كنت تتحدث إلى فرد تقول you، وإذا كنت تتحدث إلى جماعة تقول you. سواء كان مؤنث أو مذكر لا يهم. You are at home. أنتم. This is you. أنتم is you. أنتم also this is for masculine. So if you're talking to a group of men, you say, or boys, you say أنتم في البيت. أنتم في البيت. If it was feminine, like a girl or a woman, girls or women, because this is for plural. When you add the M in here, أنت for singular, M or N for plural feminine, and M for masculine and N for feminine. So you say أنتم. As I said, you might in every day, it's not always recognized this as this distinction, but in a lot of dialects it's recognized. So you would say أنتم and you say أنتن. So you would hear a different way, أنتن أو أنتن in a different, like it's Syrians, so أنتن. Anyway, so this is أنتم. So now if you hear the N or the M, you'll recognize what the difference is. So أنتم, you, في البيت, in, at home, home. Again, this L is not used in home, but you would in English, if you say the house, you say at the house, but you can say it without the. In here, if you have the fi, you have to say the L. This L is like the in English. So al bayt. Bayt is house or home. Fil bayt. So antum fi al bayt. Or if it's feminine, you say aw is or in Arabic. Aw is or. So or if it's feminine, if it's woman you're talking to, you say antun fil bayt. That's if you're speaking classical. So as I said, you might say antum without using the an. But in classical Arabic, it's antunna. So we say this: you are at home. You are at home. أنتم في البيت. أنتم في البيت. أنتن with an N. If you put an N there instead of an M, Antunna, and stress it, becomes a feminine. You're talking to a group of girls or women. So antum or antun fi al bayt. You can just remember one, then after you master it, you just worry about the other one. So antum fi al bayt. Antum fi al bayt. It is at home. It is at home. So it here is for inanimate objects, animals, or children. So usually if you say the child, you say it. That's how you would read it. It, the child. But if you mention the gender, if it's a feminine, a boy or a girl, usually you use he or she. So usually it is used with a child and with animals and inanimate objects. Is, as I said, we know it's a form of to be. At home. it في اللغة العربية لا يوجد it مقابل it. عندنا هو أو هي. في اللغة الإنجليزية الجمادات والحيوانات والأطفال إذا لم تذكر جنس الطفل تستعمل كلمة it. ولكن طبعا عادة الناس تستعمل المذكر والمؤنث عندما يتحدثون عن الأطفال. لكن إذا لم يكن يعرف ما هو الجنس تقول it. كما قلت ليس دائما الناس عندما تتحدث تلتزم بهذا أو تفعل ذلك، ولكن كتابة عادة هذا ما تراه. is كما قلت أحد أشكال to be أو أن يوجد. إذا أردت تفكر to be تستطيع أن يوجد أو أن يفعل. هكذا يمكن أن تنظر إليها طريقة أخرى. So is تستعمل مع it. الآن تعلمنا ثلاث الضمائر تستعمل معها ال is. he هو، she هي، و it. is at home. In Arabic there is no it, so you either, depending on the gender, if it's a feminine or if it's if it's a feminine or if it's a masculine. Huwa is a masculine. This wa for a masculine. Third person singular. Here the third person feminine. So you either say هو or هي. There is no it. So هو or هي, depending on what you are talking about. Most of the time when you're talking about objects, this will be recognized at the end of the word. So سيارة is the name for car, but in Arabic it's a feminine name. So سيارة, the ha at the end comes from a feminine, so that what makes it feminine. So you would, so if you say I drove the car, you say سقتها. That ha to indicate it's a feminine, so that's where you most of the time you would see it. In English you say I drove it, but in Arabic you say سقتها, because ha is the pronoun for the third person singular when it's attached to the name. When it's separate, it's هي. That's for the feminine. For the masculine, it's هو. So if you say I rode the horse is masculine. So you say ركبته. هو at the end of the word horse أو الحصان. The verb is ركب, it's to ride. So you say you add at the end of the verb ride, you put the hu. So ركبته. Ta indicates it's you, the speaker, and who indicates the masculine nature of the horse, since you are talking about the horse. So this is how you would recognize these. Anyway, if you're just using the pronoun separately, for masculine هو, for feminine هي. في البيت, in the house. In the house. So هو or هي في البيت. He or she في البيت. It is at home. It is at home. هو or هي في البيت. هو or هي في البيت. He or she في البيت. So now I'll use these questions to also emphasize which form of the verb to be goes with which pronoun. So if you ask the question where هو سؤال أين في العربي. أين, where أين. Where am I? So usually it's not that often that someone would ask this question, but this is how it would be. So if you're looking at some map or some map in a city or a mall, and you're talking to someone, and you ask them where am I in relation to this place or that place at the map you're looking at. So you could say where am I? Where am I? You see this am here is to be, from the verb to be. So where am I? Where am I? Where am I? In Arabic, there is no am, as I said. You say ayn. Ayn is where in Arabic. Where. Ayn. Ayn. Aina ana. I. You see, just where I. Where I. If you're gonna go literal, you would see the difference. So aina, where I. Aina ana, it's just how it's said in Arabic. So aina ana, where am I? Aina ana. Now, in everyday language, in the street, in the store, you would hear different variation of this أين. So you would hear when. When is almost close to where. So you can hear when. You're not going to hear أين unless they understand you're talking classic, so they will talk to you back as in classic. But usually it's when. And when. Other dialects in, let's say, Egyptian, they even changes to fein. They add an F in the beginning, fein. So that's, you should expect to hear different variations of this. Ain. Ain is where. Ana is I. Aina, ana. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Aina, ana. Where are you? You see, when you use عندما تستعمل الضمير تستعمل معه الشكل المناسب من الفعل الوجود to be أو أن يوجد، فعل أن يوجد to be مع اليو كما قلنا الآر، فتقول where are you. So فقط مع I أنا تستعمل الآم، مع اليو والوي والذي تستعمل الآر، فتقول where are you. where يعني أين. are you. أين أنت. أين أنت. أين is where. أنت is a second person singular. This is for masculine. If it's for feminine, أنتِ. You add that's break, it's called. فتحة أنت ت. أنتِ, that's for feminine. So say أين, where. أنت if it's a masculine singular, or if it's a feminine أنتِ. أين أنتِ أو أين أنت. أين أنتِ. أين where. أنت. أين أنت أو or أين أنتِ. This is for, as I said, هذا فقط للمفرد you. عفوا للمفرد ولا الجمع. فأنا هنا استعملتها مع المفرد لأنه في العربية يتميز الجمع عن الفرد. فهنا where are you. where are you. where are you. أين أنت. أين أنتِ. أنت masculine, أنتِ feminine. أين أنت. أين أنت. Where is he. Again, you see how the is came before the he now because you're asking the question. ترى كيف جاءت الإز قبل الضمير لأنك تسأل السؤال. فتقول أين where is he. تستعمل الإز هنا. كما قلت لا يوجد بالعربية، نستعمل أين هو فقط السؤال أين مع الضمير. في الإنجليزي يجب أن تزيد هذه الإز. where is he. هو. This is he is a third person as we said. So where is, I mean the second person singular. I'm sorry, it's a third person singular. So where is he. where is he. أين where. هو. أين هو. where هو. where is he. where is he. where is he. أين هو. Where is he? أين هو. Okay, in the case of this, the third person singular, you have in English same thing. You have a separate name. It's a she. So, where is she? Where is she? Where is she? Where is she? You see, إذا سمعتها مع بعض تظن أنها كلمة واحدة، ولكن عندما تسمعها بالتفصيل مع الممارسة، لهذا أركز على فكرة أن تركز على السماع والقراءة أولا حتى تعتاد على السماع. تفصل يقال لها syllables، الكلمات بين أحرف العلة تسمى syllables. فعندما عندما تسمعها تفصلها عن بعض تستطيع تتمكن من فصل هذه الكلمات عن بعض، حتى ولو سمعتها كأنها موصولة. where is she لأني ألفظها بتفصيل، ولكن عندما تسمعها where is she where is she تبدو كأنها كلمة واحدة، ولكن كما قلت لهذا أركز على السماع أولا، لأن هذه الطريقة التي يتعلم فيها الإنسان من الصغر، يتعود على السماع ثم يبدأ بالتفصيل ما يسمع. So where is she? أين هي? هي, as I said, is the third person feminine singular. هي. So أين هي? Where هي? أين هي? Again, you can hear this in the everyday language. When هي. There are different variation where they may put the stress and all that. So you should expect that. And it will not be hard to deal with once you recognize the origin, which is in here. أين هي? أين هي? Where is she? أين هي? Where are they? Where are they? They, for the third person plural, they. Where are they? هذه الحالة الثالثة مع تستعمل كلمة are مع الجماعة الشخص الثالث جماعة، المجموع. فتتحدث عن جماعة غير الذي تخاطبهم، فتقول أين هم؟ Where are they? أين where هم؟ أين هم؟ أين هم? Again, same thing here with the masculine and the feminine. هم becomes هن. أين هن؟ أين هم؟ أين هم؟ أين هم? If it's a feminine, هن. أين هن? Where are they? أين هم? Where are they? أين هم? Where are you? See, I noted here it's a plural. This is if you're talking to a group of people. So you, same thing for a singular or a plural. So you say, where are you? أين أنتم؟ أين أنتم؟ أين is where, أنتم. أين أنتم? Same thing here. أنتن. أين أنتن? As I said, sometimes people just lose it, they never worry about it, or different regions have different ways, but expect the an to be there if you're talking to women or girls. So أين أنتم or أين أنتن? Where are you. للجماعة كما قلت اليو للفرد وللجماعة، فتستعمل نفس كلمة are التي هي من أحد أشكال الفعل to be الوجود. Where are you? Where are you? أين أنتم؟ أين أنتم؟ Where are we? Where are we? We is نحن. This is first person plural. We نحن. هذا المتحدث الجماعة المتحدث. فنقول where are we؟ أين نحن؟ أين نحن؟ أين نحن؟ نحن here is for both feminine and masculine. As I said, you would hear it in the everyday language, إحنا. So that's a different way of you can hear it. So أين نحن؟ أين نحن? Where are we? So if you're like traveling in a taxi or something and you don't know which part of the city you're in, you ask this question: where are we now? إذا كنت في تاكسي وتريد أن تسأل أين أنت، في لا تعلم المنطقة التي دخلتم فيها، فتقول أين نحن؟ Where are we? أين نحن؟ Okay. أين نحن? Where are we? We can add to that, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? أين هو أو هي. So where is it? As I said, this is in English. In Arabic, either a feminine or a masculine. So أين هو or هي, depending on what if the object you're talking about or the person is a feminine or a masculine, has a masculine name or a feminine name. This here is just a quick reminder. You can always look at this every time you want to repeat, like you can pause this and try to remember these. تستطيع أن توقف الشريط على هذه الصور هي في آخر الشريط أو في أول الضمائر حتى تحاول تذكر علاقتها مع بعضها البعض. So here we have he, she, it. It goes with is. This is capital letter is, I-S. This is small letter I-S. هذه is في الأحرف الكبيرة I-S تلفظ is. I-S في الأحرف الصغيرة I-S وتلفظ is. هذه تذهب مع he, she, it. They, we, you. They, we, you. هذه تستعمل معها are. A, R, E. Capital letter. A, R, E. Small letter. أحرف الكبيرة تكتب هكذا A, R, E وتلفظ R. وأحرف الصغيرة A, R, E وتلفظ R. هذه كلمة R تذهب مع they جماعة الغائب بدون تخصيص، بدون حاجة لتخصيص مؤنث أو مذكر. we أيضا بدون تخصيص مذكر أو مؤنث. you المخاطب أو الجماعة المخاطبة you. for I أنا فقط تذهب مع am. A, am. Capital letter. A, am. Small letter. تلفظ am. طبعا عندما تتقدم في اللغة هناك يصبح في اختصارات، إشارات تختصر الكتابة، ولكن الآن هكذا تكتب عندما تكون مفصلة. أنا تستعمل معها am في الأحرف الكبيرة أو الأحرف الصغيرة am. I am at home. I am going. I am reading. Something like this. So am goes with I. أنا. Okay. The verb to be is like can. This is can. Kana. Ka. This is the ka. Separately it's written as ka. This is called kaf. The letter name is kaf. When it's in script form, takes this shape. Can. Ka. This is alif. Ka. And this here means exactly was. So this here method is like can, like was, but ولكن but in the present. في present is الحاضر. This L is for the. حاضر is the present. In the present. So it's like was, only it's in the present. That's how we understand. I like to explain these is and are. So this try to make the connection this way. Alright, next time I'll try to make the video smaller and just emphasize on, concentrate on one verb and repeat it with these pronouns. Hopefully this will be beneficial to help you or aid you in your studies. إن شاء الله يكون هذا نافع لك في دراسة، لك أو لك في دراستك. فالمرة القادمة إن شاء الله يكون الفيديوهات أقصر، وأركز فقط على الأفعال مع تكرير الأسماء. أعتقد أن إذا كان الفيديو أقصر يساعد على يكون أريح، ولكن كما قلت تستطيع دائما إيقاف الفيديو والعودة إليه متى شئت. شكرا على الاستماع، نراكم مرة قادمة إن شاء الله. Thank you for listening. See you next time. السلام عليكم. Third person مع الشخص ثالث مفرد.